Hello dear students, we will continue with chapter 4. In this video, we will learn about the chemical properties of carbon, which includes combustion, oxidation, addition reaction and substitution reaction. We will start with combustion. We have heard many times and we have even learned about combustion many a times. Now what is combustion? Combustion is the process of burning of carbon compound in air to give carbon dioxide, water, heat and light is known as combustion. Combustion, in other words, is also known as burning because we are basically focusing only on burning. Combustion means burning of carbon compound in air to give carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Now, all allotropic form of carbon. We have also studied about the allotropes of carbon, which are diamond, graphite, fullerene. This all burns in presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide along with heat and light. So from here we can conclude that carbon compound or anything made of carbon, when they burn in presence of oxygen, what they will give? They will give carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. We can also see in this example given, carbon, when it burns in presence of oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide plus heat and light. Methane. Methane, when it burns in presence of oxygen, it also gives carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Now, ethanol. Ethanol also, when it burns in presence of oxygen, it will give carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Carbon, when it burns in presence of oxygen, it is giving only carbon dioxide, heat and light. But when methane and ethanol, when they burn, that means the carbon compound, when they burn in presence of oxygen, they are going to give carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. So this is all about combustion. Combustion means burning will take place, and as a result of burning, carbon dioxide, water, heat and light will be released in case of burning of carbon compound. But when carbon alone burns in presence of oxygen, it will give carbon dioxide, heat and light. So from here we are clear with what is combustion. Now let us see the second property of carbon or carbon compound, oxidation. We have already studied about combustion. Now we will see what is oxidation. In our first chapter, we have studied about oxidation reaction. There we have learned that what is oxidation? Oxidation is the addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. But in this case, in case of carbon, when we are talking about oxidation, we are denoting to the conversion of alcohol to acid. And which acid are we talking about? We are basically talking about carboxylic acid. So in this case, when we talk about oxidation, it means that conversion of alcohol to carboxylic acid. Now let us see how the conversion we will do. We will take any alcohol, any alcoholic compound. That means we will take, for example, ethanol. Why ethanol? It comes from 2 carbon. 1 carbon means meth, 2 carbon means it. And we have OH group. OH group means all. That is why we are getting ethanol. We have already learned how the naming is done. We have already learned about functional group, so we will not go into detail. If you are confused, you can go and watch that video and then come back and watch this. Now we will take ethanol. Ethanol, it will react with oxygen and this alcohol group will be converted to carboxylic group. That means COOH. But how this conversion will take place? From where this alcohol will get oxygen? This alcohol will get oxygen when alkaline KMnO4 is heated. Upon heating alkaline KMnO4, that means when we are heating potassium permanganate, this KMNO4 is potassium permanganate, oxygen is released and this alcohol reacts with oxygen giving carboxylic acid. That means the name of this compound is ethanoic acid. This alkaline KMNO4 may be heated, or if KMNO4 is not present, we can take K2Cr2O and this will be heated. The name of this compound is potassium dichromate. Either alkaline potassium permanganate will be heated or potassium dichromate will be heated. Acidified potassium dichromate will be heated. Oxygen will be released. This oxygen will go and react with alcohol, that means ethanol, and this ethanol upon reacting with oxygen will get converted to ethanoic acid. Now, those compounds from where oxygen is released, that means those substances that are capable of adding oxygen to other substances are known as oxidizing agent. That means alkaline KMNO4 and acidified K2Cr2O, these are known as oxidizing agent. Why are they known as oxidizing agent? Because they are providing oxygen to the alcohol so that it can convert into carboxylic acid. So they are known as oxidizing agent. Once again, I will say those substances that are capable of adding oxygen to other substances are known as oxidizing agent. So when we are talking about oxidation reaction in case of carbon compound, it means that we are talking about conversion of alcohol to carboxylic acid. And the name of this compound is ethanol. Name of this product is ethanoic acid. We have alcohol functional group, that is why this is an alcohol. We have carboxylic functional group, that is why it is a carboxylic compound. But their names are different. It is ethanol and this is ethanoic acid. Let us see the third property, which is addition reaction. From the name itself, it can be known that it is talking about addition of something to a reaction. Now here, in case of carbon compound and its property, addition reaction, we will see that in this case, unsaturated hydrocarbon is converted to saturated hydrocarbon. We have already studied about unsaturated, saturated, and also hydrocarbon. Unsaturated means having double or triple bond. Saturated means having single bond. Hydrocarbon means compound made up of hydrogen and carbon. So here what we will do is double or triple bond will be converted to single bond. But how the conversion will take place? By addition of certain molecules which may be either hydrogen or chlorine. Upon addition of hydrogen or chlorine to unsaturated hydrocarbon, they will be converted to saturated hydrocarbon. That means double or triple bond will be converted to single bond. Now, but in order for this reaction to take place, we need some catalyst. Some catalyst must be added so that this reaction goes faster or this reaction speeds increases. So, catalyst will be added. In this case, the catalyst to be used may be palladium or nickel. Now, what is catalyst? Catalysts are those compounds that cause a reaction to occur or proceed at a different rate. That means they increase the rate of the reaction. Suppose the reaction is going very slowly. So something need to be added so that the reaction goes faster or the reaction occurs faster. So a substance which increases the speed of the reaction without disturbing the reaction or causing any change is known as a catalyst. So in this case, in order to convert unsaturated hydrocarbon to saturated hydrocarbon, some catalyst must be added so that the rate of the reaction increases. So in this case, we can use either palladium or nickel catalyst to increase the rate of the reaction. Now let us see one example. We will take a simple alkene, that means having a double bond. R can be any compound, it may be hydrogen or chlorine, it can be any compound. So here we are taking a simple alkene, that means having a double bond. This double bond will be converted to single bond. How the conversion will take place and how the reaction will occur? It will occur in presence of a catalyst. Here the catalyst taken is nickel catalyst, and hydrogen will be added so that double bond gets converted to single bond. So this reaction will proceed in presence of a catalyst, and addition of hydrogen will take place so that double bond gets converted to single bond. So alkene gets converted to alkane. That means unsaturated gets converted to saturated. So this is what addition reaction means in this case. Addition reaction means unsaturated hydrocarbon will be converted to saturated hydrocarbon in presence of catalyst, which may be either palladium or nickel. And how unsaturated will be converted to saturated? By addition of certain molecules such as hydrogen or chlorine. In this way, unsaturated will get converted to saturated. You just have to remember what is addition reaction in case of carbon-anise compound. It is just a conversion of unsaturated hydrocarbon to saturated hydrocarbon. And you have to know a simple reaction, and you also have to know that how the conversion will take place by addition of certain molecules such as hydrogen or chlorine in presence of catalyst. So this is all about addition reaction. We have studied about addition reaction. Now we will study about substitution reaction. Now what is substitution reaction? From the name itself, it means that it talks about some replacement or exchange. So in this substitution reaction, some replacement or some exchange of atoms or group of atoms will take place. Now let us take one example. Simplest ethane, that is methane. Methane is a saturated compound. How saturated? It has single bond. That means if we draw the structure of methane, we will get single bond everywhere. It is a saturated hydrocarbon. Why hydrocarbon? Because it has hydrogen and carbon as well. When this methane saturated hydrocarbon reacts with Cl2, that means chlorine. Whenever saturated hydrocarbon reacts with halogen, halogen means iodine, bromine, chlorine, fluorine, all these are halogen category. So whenever saturated hydrocarbon reacts with chlorine in presence of sunlight, the reaction is very fast. And now replacement will take place. That means hydrogen will go and occupy some position and chlorine will also go and occupy position. That means some kind of exchange or replacement will take place. So let us see what happens when this saturated methane reacts with chlorine. Here we get chloromethane and hydrochloric acid. Now when we see the product, what do we see? What can we find after seeing the product? We see that one chlorine has come and occupied this position and one hydrogen has gone and occupied this position. So there is replacement or exchange of their position. So this is what substitution reaction talks about, that there will be replacement or exchange of their position. And also it tells us that when saturated hydrocarbon reacts with any halogen in presence of sunlight, the reaction tends to be very fast. And this is chloromethane. If you are confused with knowing the names, you have to go and watch the previous video thoroughly where naming of the compound has been taught. So these are all the properties of carbon compounds. So you have to go through all these properties and be clear with all the concepts.